Welcome to Booze and Glues, a justifiable excuse for two friends to spend time together, cross crafts off their to-do list, and, of course, drink. With glue guns and wine glasses at the ready, join Jessie Shepherd and Tabitha Davis as they attempt to simultaneously chat, craft, chug and charm. Will they consume alcohol? Definitely. Will they actually accomplish anything? Debatably. Will they bitch and complain? Inevitably. Will it be a bloody good time? Absolutely. And if things don't turn out just as planned, well, that's okay too. Because booze!
This is the first time recording on our new stools.
Woohoo! It's a party!
Which are less squeaky, right?
And I don't feel like I gotta be leaning back like a gangsta all the time.
Yeah, I actually feel like I can talk into the mic, which is nice. I'm not really 100% sure what I'm doing.
Me neither. I was gonna look it up.
Some of them were using like this part, you know?
Oh!
And you like cut it and make that the flour.
That seems like a waste of most of the egg carton.
I think we have enough.
Oh, you do have quite a few.
I've been saving them for a while. Yeah. I think I actually might like some for myself to put somewhere, but I was actually thinking I might paint these like Japanese cherry blossoms for my mom.
Oh.
Because she really likes those, and I made her this cute frame for her birthday or Mother's Day a couple years ago, and like put up a little wall sticky thing. Apparently Alexa can tell you jokes now.
Wow.
Should we listen?
Let's do it.
I don't know if it has speaker. Okay. Alexa, tell me a joke.
How do you wake up, Lady Gaga? Poker face.
That's actually a pretty good one. That's pretty funny.
Okay, I'm gonna look for lights on Amazon real quick and see what kind of... Yeah, I think I was thinking of like these kind. They call them little like micro fairy lights or something. And they're just bitty little things you pop in. And I don't know how much space they would actually need. But I mean, you could always dab a little hot glue.
That's true.
So, hey y'all.
Hello!
Welcome to Booze and Glues.
Welcome. It's time to party.
Yeah. We're gonna really party.
I don't know how much...
I better start drinking.
I don't know how much Jessie's gonna party.
I know. Jessie's a little sleepy.
I'm sleepy.
She got 3 whole hours of sleep last night.
Yeah, in a hospital side bed. My grandma's been in the hospital. We've been staying with her overnight, and, it's just not the most comfortable place.
And somebody, like, has to come in when you're in the hospital. Somebody has to come in and, like, empty the sharps, take your temperature, take out the trash. That's a separate thing. You know, like, every 30 minutes, somebody's in your room. Do you need a drink of water? Let me take your blood pressure.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
I mean, it's good, I suppose.
Well, I mean, yeah. But, man, it's hard to get any rest.
Yeah. For sure.
So, tonight we are...
making egg carton flowers!
Yeah, we're working on some flower lights. I'm not really 100% sure how I'm doing this. Oh.
I think I'm going to try 2 different kinds of flowers.
Do you, instead of scissors, want a utility knife?
I don't know.
Yeah, so what I'm getting when I look at, which is probably the same thing you're looking at, is one kind of looks daffodilish and one kind of looks tulipish.
Yeah.
So I'm going for, I think, like a cherry blossom one. So I'm going to go more for a tulipy looking one, I think. Which is the cup part of the egg carton. So we're going to be like chopping those up and like curling them and painting them and junk. And then we're going to string Christmas lights or little twinkle lights through them. And voila.
Voila is right.
Crafted. And look, the whole top of the egg carton. What can we do with that?
Wow.
I mean, surely something.
Surely something. There's
So-
no lies about that.
You know what I've really been wanting to say and I keep forgetting?
What?
Is just, like, thank you to our listeners. Just
Thank you.
thanks for listening.
We need people like you.
Thanks for supporting us. Thanks for wanting to come back and hear us talk every week.
Yeah.
And for subscribing and following us on the social medias. And you guys rock.
Totes.
One of my favorite podcasts I listen to just posted something. They hit 20 million downloads.
Wow.
And I was like, oh my gosh, that is crazy. I mean, that's a lot.
That's a lot of people that like you.
But, I mean, they've put out, I think they're 70s or something maybe now.
Wow.
And yeah, I am like, okay, well, I've downloaded 70 episodes. So,
Yeah, times that by
yeah, I
some
mean,
people and
it can happen. So, just thanks for listening. Share us with whoever you can. And, someday we'll be at 20 million, right?
heck yeah, dude.
I mean, we might be 95, but we're going to get there.
Someday. Even if I have to sit at the computer and download and download and download.
Unsubscribe, resubscribe. Over and over and over. We're going to do it.
It's going to be great.
So basically, I'm kind of, I don't know what I'm doing. I was kind of thinking of curling these back, but I'm mostly just ripping them. So I don't think that's really going to work.
Yeah, I was kind of trying that too. And then I was like, So now I'm cutting mine into a flowery shape.
That's really cute. Oh, I like that so much. Kudos.
So we've got somewhere here.
Okay. Yeah, no, I really like that. How did you get, so far in there with these scissors that are...
I'm not sure.
It's difficult. Yeah, so a lot has happened since last time we recorded.
That is true. It's been 2 weeks because Jesse's been... I talk about myself in third person a lot. I'm like,
that's okay.
Jesse's been
I do the same
crazy.
thing. This is Jessie talking about Jessie, not Tabitha. Yeah, no, life's just been kind of nuts.
It's been nuts.
There's been a lot going on. You've had a couple of crazy weeks.
Yes.
I just have the same general craziness, I feel like, which is just life.
Just life. And
But
that happens.
yeah, it's been kind of nuts. Grandma had an accident. That was very scary.
It still is a little scary.
She's doing all right.
She's doing much better. Every day is a little bit of improvement. So she kind of broke just about everything.
But for real?
But I'm really not exaggerating. There's a lot of broken pieces of my grandma.
How many surgeries has she had so far?
I've really only one, major one. They put in some stuff to make it so she doesn't have any blood clots go to her lungs. I mean, I guess they kind of consider that a surgery, but it wasn't uber intense or anything. She, do they consider it surgery when they put a PICC line in your stomach so you can eat?
Oh,
I don't know. So she's got that.
I think those are procedures. Because that's what, we do stuff with procedures at our office. And then if you need surgery, you have to go to the surgery center.
Yeah. I know nothing about hospital madness. But so her only really surgery she has been through is her pelvis surgery.
Did they do pelvis and hips?
Her hips weren't broken.
Oh, okay.
Just the pelvis, which is...
Oh my gosh.
Crazy
to think about.
But, yeah, so... And that was a pretty intense surgery. So the doctor described it to us as it looked like a bomb went off inside her pelvis.
Just shattered it into
I'm like,
pieces.
you really don't need to tell me like that, but okay.
And you're maybe less details.
So she's got a bunch of plates and screws and stuff in there, and then she's got this bar that
she's robo-grandma.
Yeah, totally. She's got this bar that's on her outside of her hips that's also screwed into her pelvis bones.
Oh,
it's
to
keeping
keep her
them
immobile?
together. Yeah, it's insane.
Wow.
And I think
that's
what really blows my mind is she's already doing this. Just happened less than a week ago. And they already have her doing, like, leg exercises.
Yeah.
She's got to lift her legs, and I'm like...
They used to do, like, major surgery and be like, okay, now you have to hold still for a really, really long time. And, like, the trend has been in the last several years to just get people moving because when you hold still for so long, then you end up on top of bone damage with a bunch of soft tissue atrophy. And, yeah, it's really hard on your body to, like, heal up from all that, so... It's crazy. I mean, you get a knee replacement done, and that day, like 2 hours after surgery, they'll have you up walking.
Whoa.
Which is nuts.
That is super nuts. I didn't know that. But yeah, so she's doing well. Just, you know, we don't like leaving her alone, so...
Yeah, you don't want her to be
Yeah,
lonely.
especially she had, you know, some, like, head trauma, so she wakes up sometimes, doesn't know where she's at.
Doesn't remember the accident, right?
No, she does not. So, you know, it'd be scary to wake up, not know where you were, and not have any family around.
Anybody there to say, hey, don't worry, we're taking care of you.
So, we have somebody there all the time. And
Wow.
then, on top of that, it's been, like, birthday central in my family. Like, everybody's birthday's in May, including mine.
Can I borrow that stabby screwdriver?
Of course.
We have to punch holes in the back of our egg cartons
So we can
where
put
the lights are going to go. We were looking for something especially stabby, but also I'm really bad. Like, I can't be trusted with very sharp things, so
That's true.
I figured a screwdriver would be great.
Yeah, it's working actually beautifully.
Yeah,
I
you have a nice handle,
Yeah.
and then it's not super sharp on the end.
And I think it'll be the perfect size
I think so.
for this light.
And I mean, really, if you, like, had to stab someone with something, that's a pretty good tool.
Yeah.
I mean, a nice little thin Phillips head.
Totally works.
I'm popping all my holes before I cut because I feel like I'm taking away some of the structural integrity once I start making the, like, leaves
Yeah.
or petals. I guess they're petals.
You might be smart there.
So I'm going to do all of them real quick. Yeah, Jessie had a big birthday.
Just big.
A birthday amongst all the craziness, so you didn't get to celebrate very
Yeah,
much.
it really wasn't much of a birthday, which is fine. I mean, who needs to celebrate 27? Whoop-de-doo, you know?
Oh, I love 27.
Did you?
Yeah, that was like one of my favorite years.
I mean, I think it's setting up to be a pretty good year. But you know, that has yet to happen. So.
You got through all the craziness at work,
Yes.
which is like huge relief, right?
Yeah, my agency is getting like nationally accredited.
Which this has been the prep for like
Yeah, it's
months.
been months and months of getting it ready to get accredited, and it's been insane. And so the people finally came to look at our agency, and they've left. We still don't know for sure if we're accredited, but they've told us, you know, we should be. So we just have to wait 30 days for like
You have some like little things that they'll give you pointers, work on this, work on that
Right,
kind of stuff. But so far, so good.
Yes, because
And at least
they
it's
don't
not
expect
hanging over your head.
yes, I'm so just incredibly excited that part of my life is over for the moment.
Seriously.
Yeah, and we're buying a house.
Eh.
We found one, guys. That
Well,
somebody.
you found lots.
We found lots, but
And you've put some offers in.
yeah, we put in 5, and then this was a sixth offer we put in, and somebody finally said, "Okay,
You know what they say.
6 times the charm."
That's it, right?
I think that's how
think
the
that's the
saying
saying.
goes. Or it's 3 times 2 the charm.
Yeah, anything divisible by 3, I think, is a charm.
Sure, okay.
That seems legit.
Yeah, we'll go with that. And actually, I don't know if we told you this last night, Tab. It's 2 houses.
What? Is there like a, what do they call it, a mother-in-law house?
No, it's like 2 houses.
Like straight up.
with 2 yards and
So are you going to rent one out?
yeah.
Score.
You know, it's gonna be insane.
That's cool. So how, like, square footage, what are we talking here?
They're both 2-bedroom, 1 bath.
Are you, like, currently in escrow?
Yes.
Okay. So, like, things are moving.
Things are moving.
I mean, nothing's done until it's done.
right.
But
But it's, you know, they get you to the point where it's like, unless something really crazy
Unless somebody goes in
happens.
and finds, like, termites have eaten away the entire bottom of the
Well,
house.
all the inspections have been done.
Oh, okay.
We're past that stage.
Oh, yeah.
So really, it's like if Blake
If
and
the
I were
people-
to get fired or something.
Or if the people who are selling the house die, and then it goes to their kids.
Yeah, something,
Well, it's
something
not-
crazy.
We don't want that to happen anyways, but...
So yeah, I mean, it at this point, I think it's gonna be a really big thing that would happen that we wouldn't get it, which could happen. So
Yeah.
you know,
You just...
still a little
Go
scary.
with the flow.
but Just go with the flow.
And then you said it was an older couple or something?
Yeah, they've owned it since the 70s.
Oh, wow.
And they've always like rented them out. So
Gotcha.
They
Both
weren't
of them.
even. Yeah, they weren't even living in them. It's kind of like in College Town, so which is, I mean, our plan is to also own them for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, live in it for a while until we can get into a bigger place.
Yeah.
And so yeah, we're pretty excited about it. It's like a crazy thing,
That's cool.
but it's really exciting. Yeah,
I'm gonna go creeper stalk it later.
go for it. I
And
can show you pictures
see where it
of
is.
too.
Yeah. I'm like, I want to see it.
They're pretty dinky, but they're cute. It's a good.
Well, I
little
mean, but
first house,
coming
yeah.
from an apartment, you know,
Oh yeah,
it's like at least you have a little bit of like somewhere to park your car and maybe a bit of a yard and
yeah. Actually,
all
the
that kinda
yard's
stuff.
really, really good. Torpedo's gonna have just like the friggin'
oh, he's
time
gonna be
of
so
his life.
happy.
Yeah, and there's 2 Queensland healers that live next door.
Oh my gosh, how funny! So you can really put your sign out and
And then we can make friends with the puppies next door. They look like full-bred Queenslands, so they're a little bit like thicker than Torpedo.
Yeah.
And, whatnot, but
that's so fun.
yeah, it's
Well,
exciting.
our new neighbors next door, I mean, they have like this huge black lab.
Oh really?
And it's only 4 years old. I mean, it looks like it's like a really old and it sounds like it's an old dog. Like it's just very chill and
Aw.
it's really big and he's like super like friendly and just kind of like slow moving and I mean, he's huge. But of course, all dogs looks kind of huge compared to Bochi.
That's true. Bochi's the smallest of all the dogs. So.
But so when they first moved in, we like met them and they have a couple kids that are the boys' age and they play and stuff and
Well, that's fun.
yeah, which is cool for sure. Their son is Jackson's age, but he's like incredibly tall. Like he's 10. He looks like he's 14.
So this family just has huge everything.
I guess.
Huge
Well, I mean,
kids, huge
dogs.
dogs.
They have a daughter that's the same age as Remy. So
Oh my gosh,
that's cool.
that's sweet.
And I mean, they play together. They go out and play basketball at the hoop out front. And they, have water fights over the fence. It's pretty cute.
That is so fun.
Well, what's not fun is that I don't know what they've been doing, but like they haven't really been home apparently lately. But their dog has been.
Oh no.
And he has been barking from basically first thing in the morning until midnight.
Oh no.
And he doesn't have a little bark. I mean, I know my dog's probably annoying and he barks when we're not home. I know he barks because anytime anybody walks by, he barks. But if he's by the front window and you are walking, our front window to the sidewalk is probably 10 feet?
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically like someone's in
Probably
your
more
house.
than 10 feet, but I think we're exaggerating a little bit.
12? It's not very far.
It's not very far.
I mean, it's like basically someone's walking in your yard or, up to your front door. So he's like, what are you doing? This is my territory.
Yeah, hello.
But he literally barks at you from the time you get to the edge of our yard to the time you get to the other edge of our yard. And then that's it. He gets down and he goes and sleeps.
Right. It's like, all right, I kept
Yeah.
that guy away from my family.
Yeah. I mean, it's not like
Success.
he doesn't bark consistently by any means. So I'm like, okay, I realize that people, your dogs are going to bark and people don't have control over that or whatever.
Right.
But I'm like, I don't know what they've got going on. But last night it was 11 o'clock. I'm like trying to get ready for bed. I have my headphones in. I'm listening to a podcast. I can still hear him over that.
Oh, no.
I come out in the living room and I'm like, I don't know what the heck's going on, but this is gonna stop. Adam's just like staring at me. Oh, God.
You're a crazy lady.
And I go put my sandals on. He's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I am going to talk to the neighbors.
Oh my gosh.
So I like stomp over there. I knock on the door. Nobody answers. But the dog starts barking, of course.
Of course.
And I mean, the thing is he's in our, like, the way that our houses are set up, where he is in the backyard is probably 5 feet from my, like, bathroom and bedroom windows.
Oh, no.
I mean, he's right there. There's, like, a 3-foot span and then our fence, and he is standing on the other side of the fence, going nuts. So, yeah, I'm like, and I know that the dude, like, works nights sometimes, so I was like, well, maybe he's working nights, you know, I don't know. I don't know where the wife and kids are. Like, school's still in. Like, how are they just gone all the time?
Just leave?
Yeah, it's very strange, but so I rang the doorbell because I was like, well, if they're asleep, they're not going to be for long because I can't sleep.
Yeah.
Nobody answered. Came back. Adam, I'm like, nobody's home. He looked awfully relieved. He does not, like, deal with confrontation. Like, he does not want to have anything to do with it. If I asked him to go to the neighbors and talk to them about their dog, he would just be like, no, not happening.
Not happening. I told Blake to give a 30-day notice at our apartment. He made me call. And I was at work, and he was at home.
And it's not like, I mean, you're doing something wrong.
I know.
You're renting month to month. You can leave anytime you want.
Yeah.
He's just like, I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah, for some reason, he's like, I'm scared. You do it. I'm like, okay.
You have to do this stuff. You're a real grown-up. You own a house now.
Well, I know. I was like, you need a spine, is what I told him. And he's like, that's why I have you.
You are the spine.
I'm like, okay.
That's really funny. Yeah, I just was like, gonna be like, hi, I don't know if you're aware of this. And I mean, I'm still gonna have to go over and have the conversation.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to just go over and be like, and I mean, chances are they're not home. They don't know that he's doing that.
Right.
So I'm like, just gonna have to go, hey, not sure that you know this, but when you're gone, your dog barks incessantly. And, like, during day hours, that's one thing. But after 10 o'clock at night, like,
yeah.
I mean, there's noise ordinances, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, at 6 o'clock in the morning, he shouldn't be barking and waking up my kids, you know? Like, it's too much. So, yeah, I don't know. And I'm, like, willing to just be, you know, like, I don't remember the dog's name because I'm like, you know, if I talk to him, will he stop? You know, can I give him a treat? What can we do to, like, kind of rectify the situation?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not like you have to lock your dog in your house or whatever, but I mean, maybe you need to get him like a bark collar. You can get bark collars that spray water.
Yeah.
You know, if you don't want them to shock or vibrate or anything like that, you know. But I'm like, there has to be some kind of resolution. I can't. And they bought that house. So in my mind, I'm like, well, this is my future.
Yeah, well, when we got Torpedo, you know, we try to tell all the neighbors, because it's a puppy, right? He's still learning. He's gonna, and we work, so he was gonna be.
And you don't know what's happening when you're not there.
Right, so we try to tell people, like, can you let us know if he's, like, barking all day long? We're gonna keep trying to figure out how to not make that happen, you know?
Right.
And then, like, one of the neighbor girls upstairs, the same one that was, like, banging on our ceiling.
Oh, because of
the bass that we had no idea.
What were you trying to watch?
Stranger Things.
Oh, that's right.
And so the same girl, she like knew one of her friends or something, and she was like, "Oh, you know, I just came to meet the dog, or our friend did, and you know, nice to see you." And she's like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Isn't he cute?" You know, and she's like, "Yeah, but you know, like he's always barking." I'm like, "We asked you to tell us."
Right.
Specifically, I was like, please let us know.
Right. And if you go to your neighbors and say, hey, we don't want this to be a problem.
Right.
Let us know if it's an issue. I mean, geez, what better way can you deal with it? At least then you've already opened, like, the communication, you know? So
Yeah, like-
you don't have to go have the awkward conversation and be like, hey, I'm not sure if you're aware.
Right.
At least you can just be like, hey, so you remember you wanted us to talk to if you know, your dog has been barking a lot.
Yeah, because I know he's a puppy. And I know the puppies don't exactly know how to act yet. So, and her roommate was like, you know, my dog did that for a long time, and we would just, like, play music while we weren't home. And I was like, that's such a great idea. So
Right.
we play music for Torpedo all the time. And I think he's fine lately. I mean,
cool.
nobody's told me anything. So, and I told them all to tell me.
My massage therapist that I see at my chiropractor, he plays NPR for his cat all day while he's gone.
Oh my gosh.
And I was like, oh my God, that's so smart. Like, first of all, like, you have the most well-informed cat in the
Of
world.
all lifetimes.
Like, second of all, it's NPR. It's like soothing tones.
Right.
Jazz music. You know, like they're always talking in their very lovely NPR radio voices.
Right.
Coming up next, you know?
Yeah, I think it's mostly because, you know, Torpedo gets nervous when, like, things are walking by and he's in his crate all day, right? So when there's music, he hears so much less of all
what's
that
like
that's-
going on outside.
Right.
Well, and that's why I'm like, I want to do that for Bochi because same thing. Like, he won't hear the little, you know, the neighbor pulling up their trash can because there's other, like, ambient noise.
Yeah.
And so then he won't be quite so excited to go freak out.
Yeah, I'm nervous about leaving Torpedo, like, just in the yard during the
You guys
day.
have never done that.
Never.
Well, you could do it, like, keep him crated since that's what he knows. I mean, especially you're moving to a new house. He's never lived
Oh,
anywhere
yeah,
else.
it's not going to be the first day.
No. Keep him
No,
crated for a little
no.
bit and then just have him, you know, I mean, I guess if you guys are home, he's out all the time anyways, right?
Yeah.
So maybe just, like, give him little windows. Like,
Right.
we're going to leave you out while we go grocery shopping and come back instead of whole days at work,
Right.
you know? Because we kind of did that with Bochi at first. We would, like, come home for lunch every day, you know,
That's
for
what I do now.
a little while. And then we'd, you know,
Yeah.
never leave him for too long because we didn't know how he was going to deal with it. I mean, he's fine now.
I'm sure he'll be okay, but I'm just afraid he so badly doesn't like to be separated from us, so I'm just afraid he's gonna try to dig or escape to come, like, find us.
Find where you are. Yeah.
I don't think he'd ever try to dig or escape just because he wanted to leave. It would just be where
Right.
the hell did my parents go? And look, I have this place I can dig a hole and get out of here or whatever.
Yeah. And when, like, we very first got Bochi, he did try to escape a few times, and I think he probably was just like, ugh, I'm out of here because he had never, like, had a home, you know?
Right.
He was always just wandering around. Now, he might run out, and sometimes I worry that he's going to run out because he'll just bolt out in the street or do something stupid, and I'm like, okay, now you're going to get hit by a car.
Right.
Not run away, but, like, he doesn't want to go too far. He's always like, oh, wait, you aren't coming? I'll come back.
Yeah.
I don't want to leave you guys.
Yeah, Torpedo really only goes away from me. He's really good off his leash, but if there's people around,
Or another dog.
yeah, especially
Yeah.
people that are showing any interest in him, he's like,
Okay, bye.
this is a new friend.
Or a mailman.
Like, I am leaving. Oh god, he freaking loves the mailman. So, that's kind of a bummer. If people don't pay attention to him, he'll listen to me. I'll be like, don't you go over there. And he's like, okay,
Okay.
fine. But when people are like, oh, look at the puppy.
He's like, oh, I have to go get
Yeah,
my
he's like-
attention.
He'll like I'll say, you come back here. And he'll look at me like, you know I am not coming back to you because these people want me. I have to give the
I'm
people
adorable.
what they want.
Mom, don't you know? I'm so adorable. I have to go now.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what he's thinking, at least. He just gives me these looks, and I can just tell, like,
Yeah.
what's going on in
He's
his
like, I'm
little
not-
mind.
Yeah, no, Bochi will do that. Like, you can tell when they're looking at you like, I'm not gonna do what you're asking me.
Yeah.
They'll just
Sorry.
look at you this certain way. Kids do the same thing. They just give you that certain look where they're like, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and do what you're telling me not to anyways.
I feel like he's even kind of, like, apologizing sometimes. Like, he'll give me this look like, I'm sorry,
I'm sorry, but I have to.
but this is taking precedent over...
I'm just a dog. I can't help myself. Squirrel.
Yeah.
So I was trying to do like a bit of a fade out because like the center of a cherry blossom is like dark pink and then it gets like lighter.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if it's working very well though because I think my pinks are too close. It'll be subtle.
I think I might just like alternate colors, but I can't decide.
I figured you'd probably go like white and cream.
Tab loves to just like get on me about my neutral palette.
I'm just secretly jealous. Like, I like color and I decorate with color. I love red. You can tell that, obviously.
Yeah.
There's red stuff everywhere. But I have, I think, always in the back of my mind wanted to be one of those people that, like, likes very, like, simple and neutral and classy, like, looking stuff, you know? Like, I feel like your house is, like, stepping into, like, the Hamptons.
Oh my gosh. That's hilarious. You should see it right now. It's literally... I haven't been home for like more than 5 minutes awake,
Yeah.
So literally it's a freaking disaster. And
But it's a disaster in the Hamptons.
yeah. It's funny because like, I go to other people's houses. I don't walk into your house and feel like there's a lot going on and like
there's so much color. I can't.
I love your house. I think it's cute. I love your like little... like collage thing, that goes down your wall. I think it's freaking fantastic. I could never, ever, ever make anything like that. It's just like not how my brain works.
And that's how I feel about keeping things neutral. It's like not how my brain works.
Isn't that so funny how like...
Because I love everything in like black and white. Like my kitchen used to be just all black and white and then there was like red in there.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Boom, splash of red. Boom, splash of red. Now I feel like everything's red and then there's a little bit of white. Well, I mean, here, like I didn't pick out these appliances.
Oh, right.
Like all my appliances used to be like black and chrome in my kitchen. So it all matched.
Yeah. When you're renting, you don't have a whole lot of say over that.
No.
When you're new homeowners, you don't really have a lot of say over that.
Right?
I'm taking what's in there, and
I'll
that's
take
what
what's
I
there.
got.
Yeah. The nice thing is you can like paint if you want to.
That's true. Yeah. And I think that's probably...
And you can paint appliances.
That's true.
I really want to paint my sink. It's not even my sink, but it's like old, dingy almond color, And I'm just like, ugh, it feels like the 70s in here. I just want to like make it.
Yeah, you could totally do that.
Yeah, apparently you can. I'm not really sure where to start, but I guess it's a thing.
Yes, it's a thing.
I mean, it's on the Pinterest.
Just knows everything. You just have to be careful with Pinterest, though.
I know, because sometimes, especially I notice it's things, a lot of times I don't really look at like actual directions. I just see a picture and then I go, oh, I'm going to do that,
Yeah.
Because, yeah, sometimes it's like, oh, you're like, oh, I saved this and I'm going to do something with it. And then you go to actually do it and you're like, wait, I don't even know where to begin. Like, there's nothing. It's just a picture somebody pinned.
Oh, yeah, it's like not even on a website anymore. It's
Yeah.
like, this link is, like, spam or something. And I'm like, but I want to make that thing.
And I don't know how. You're supposed to tell me.
What is Pinterest good for?
Well, it's not good for keeping your place.
That's true.
Man, when I was doing cookies the other night, because I did your birthday cookies.
Oh my gosh, those were so good. I'm still, obviously I'm still eating them. It's,
because I made a lot. But I was like, okay, I'm just snapshotting all this because I keep losing where I'm at, and it goes back to Pinterest, and I have to research because it wasn't like the last. Ugh, it's so annoying.
Yeah, pretty much my photos, because I don't go through the photos on my phone enough. It's just like photos and photos of like recipes.
Screenshots, because it's like I need to access this.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's awful. I feel like it's kind of silly painting these silver when they're kind of already silver.
No.
But I'm going to do it and I don't care. How do you feel about that?
I think it's great. So now that I have these like 3, I've like ombre'd out pink.
Let me see them.
Dark to
Ooh.
light. I don't know if you can even really tell.
I think you can tell. It's subtle.
Subtle.
Because they're close, but I think it's good. It's kind of, I mean, it's natural. Have you ever been to, oh man, I'm never going to think of the name of it, but it's a little like pop-up boutique that Chico has. It's like once a month. And one of my good friends, the one that just had the baby, her mom, like, is one of the little people that, it's like a little antique-y kind of thing, but she'll, like, craft stuff, so she makes, what's that game that everybody's so into right now, where you throw the bean bags to the other side of the thing with the
Cornhole.
Cornhole. She makes those, and they're like...
My brothers have been into cornhole for a while. They're always like, cornhole, cornhole, cornhole.
Cornhole,
Like,
cornhole, or I can't even say it.
Whatever.
So yeah, she makes stuff like that, or she, finds stuff and fixes them up, and she's so good at it. It's just cute stuff. And I was gonna go today because there's a sign that she took a picture of that I freaking love. I'm afraid if I go tomorrow, it's gonna be gone.
Jesse, can we make it?
Well, it's like galvanized sheet metal.
Ooh.
Looks like on the top of wood, and I don't have anything to cut sheet metal with.
You just need some tin snips. I cut sheet metal
But
one
it's
time.
like clean.
I have some sheet metal cut, like a small square of it, because my friend and I made those, like, magnet board things. Like, you put
yeah.
tin behind, and then or aluminum or whatever. It's just sheet metal. But then you, like, put fabric over it and put it in a frame, and then it's like, boom, magic magnet board.
Cute.
I have some hanging in my room.
I was just about to ask how many flowers I had. I was gonna, like, count them.
I think it's 12, because
It
it was
out of an egg carton.
It was a dozen egg carton. The rest of them were all 18s. We started with the little ones.
I felt like the little ones were less daunting.
I know, I did too. I feel like, I should be wearing clothes that I don't care if I get paint all over them. Although this does have a pretty good pattern. This, like, romper has become my favorite thing because it's just so comfy. And, like, when I bought it, I remember, like, thinking, I hope I actually wear this thing because I've tried on a million rompers in the last long time.
Yeah.
And every time I put one on, I'm like, ugh. This makes my ass look huge.
I don't love them on me either.
They're not, like, for my body type. They're made for people who are, like...
You can't have hips, I feel like.
Yeah, no, they're made for people who are, like, uber tall and skinny.
Yeah.
I think. But I feel like I have lost the ability to give a shit because now that I have a romper and I have worn it... I'm just so enamored with how amazingly comfortable it is.
They totally are.
That I'm like, whatever. I don't care. If somebody thinks I look fat in this, they can just not look at me, okay?
I think it's cute. I think it's a super cute romper. I just love it. See, I have one that I bought, and I guess I didn't realize this, but I can't, I wore it once. I don't know how I got away with it, because it's not made for my butt at all, and literally, if I, like... bend over even the most slightest, my butt cheeks are just like, hi, hello.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna wear it to like a concert, that Chris Brown concert.
Mm-hmm. Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Brown concert.
And Blake was like, you can't wear that.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, that's not the right thing to say to me. I feel like, guess what I'm wearing?
Well, he just...
Don't care what you think.
He just meant it because he didn't want my butt to be shown. Because
I
I
know.
bent over and I'm like, look at this.
He's like, whoa, whoa, whoa.
He's like, yeah, let's maybe not show your butt.
Keep that to
everyone."
ourselves. Well, did I tell you I was out working in the yard? I was digging up all that grass so we can...
Oh, yeah, I saw you
plant and
started
stuff in
putting
there.
your little pavers in.
A little bit. Making progress. Anyway, I'm out there working in the yard, and this, like, 14-year-old kid scoots by on, like, I can only describe as, I guess, a moped. And, like, hollered at me, and I was like, what is happening right now? First of all, I was like, honey, you are too young to be hollering at any woman.
Right.
Period. Like,
Your balls haven't even dropped yet.
It was a little sketch, but he said something to the effect of, like, nice ass, don't lose it.
Oh, good lord.
To which I couldn't figure out if he was actually complimenting my ass and then saying, like, don't get old and not have a cute ass anymore, which I don't think I have a cute ass right now, but, or if he was saying, like, your ass is hanging out, don't lose it. So I just mostly got super confused and was like, I don't know what's happening right now. And then it was just, like, awkward and embarrassing. Instead of being like, oh, I got yelled at by a kid. Like,
he didn't even have any,
teenager.
like, friends around?
it was just him.
It's very interesting.
I was like, I'm not sure if that was a compliment.
They don't usually tend to have that much balls when they're alone.
Right? Like, I'm not sure if that was a compliment or if he was being really rude to me. Or both. Because, dude, you're way too young to be yelling at women.
Yeah.
I mean, should anybody be yelling at women?
No, probably not.
It's not necessarily something that you really need.
No, that's not going to get you any women either.
No.
It might get you some ones that you don't need in your life, but...
Well...
Not that I don't like a compliment.
Right. I mean, but I can take, like, a nice compliment, like,
Yeah.
oh...
You got a nice butt.
Or maybe not even that.
Well, and it depends on who that compliment is coming from.
How about, like, or just, like, oh, you're really pretty, or something.
Yeah.
That's fine. I don't know. If somebody's complimenting me on my ass, I'm kind of like, well... I mean, I guess it depends. If I had my ass hanging out, I guess... And I'm not trying to say I was asking for it. That's not what I was getting at.
Like I said, it depends on who it is. If Blake wants to say, look at that cute butt, he
Well,
can go for it all day long.
Sure, that's way different.
But yeah, I don't want anybody else telling me about my butt.
Right, because I'm like, I don't know you.
Stop looking at my butt.
Don't look at my butt, you pervert.
Doesn't need to happen. But yeah, Blake and I went to Chris Brown this weekend.
That's right. So now I must know.
Oh my goodness. It was just a different crowd than I'm used to, which is fine. It was fun. Like, so we went to the Golden One Center, the King's new stadium in Sacramento.
Oh, was it awesome?
I
I hear
didn't-
parking is a bitch.
I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all, actually. Especially for concerts.
Yeah.
It, like, by the time, because we were up in the nosebleeds, right? I won tickets on the radio. They weren't going to be front row seats or anything.
Right.
And by the time the music got to us, it was so muffled, you, like, couldn't hear it.
Really?
Yeah, it was really awful.
Hmm.
The Chris Brown part was better.
Than, like, the opening
Yeah.
stuff.
But,
But you think that they would, like, all use the same equipment, but I guess not.
yeah, well, and I think it was, and maybe it was just that the other guys, I didn't know their songs, and there was, like, one where Blake was like, I know you've heard this song before, and I'm like, I can't tell what is happening to know if I've heard it or not.
Right.
But, like, Chris Brown, I obviously know all his songs pretty well, so, you know, once you get the
Is
gist
that
of
an
what's going
obvious
on.
thing? I don't know if I know Chris Brown's songs very well.
I freaking love Chris Brown.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of weird. I was trying to convince Blake that we could go.
Wife beaty Chris Brown?
Yeah, wife beating Chris Brown. And you know what? Maybe Rihanna deserved it. I'm kidding.
Oh, let's not take that stance.
I'm kidding, you guys. No woman ever deserves to be hit.
You know what I mean, because, I don't know. We obviously, I don't pay that much attention to, like, celebrity stuff, so maybe if somebody does actually know that he beat her. I don't actually know that.
Right.
The thing that I am so incredibly disturbed by is his neck tat.
What is it? What is it?
Of a, like, beaten woman face.
Oh.
How do you like Chris Brown and not know about his neck tat?
I don't, like, look at him a
It's
lot.
like-
I just like his music.
It looks like Rihanna's beat-ass face.
Interesting.
So, I don't understand what's happening there. Like, how is that a life choice you make?
Yeah, that's weird. No, I just like his music.
I guess I probably know Chris Brown songs. I don't really pay that close attention.
Well, and it was funny because Blake's dad the other day was asking, like, what are one of his songs? Like, because Blake's like, you know him. And he's like, name a song, you know? And I'm like,
I can't think of any of the
I can't
names.
think of any of them right now, which is funny, but, and the only one I could think of, I don't even know what it's called.
Super inappropriate.
Yeah, super inappropriate. He says, something about fucking this girl back to sleep.
Oh, don't know that one, I guess.
So, I like it a lot. I literally like all of his songs. But, yeah, I was not gonna be like,
I remember having
yeah,
this-
he sings that song.
Same conversation about Justin Bieber, because everyone was talking about, because when he, like, came out with new music again, you know, like, older, like, I'm a grown-up music now.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, oh, you know, like, and I'm like, I have no idea. Like, I couldn't tell you a single Justin Bieber song. And then, like, somebody started, like, playing me. Oh, you know, it's your brother.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, I do know this song. Like,
Justin Bieber's great. Okay, anybody that says they don't like Justin Bieber, they're totally just pulling your chain.
I'm not sure I like Justin Bieber.
He's freaking great. He can make a
Is he
jam,
great?
man. He can make a jam.
Well, for one thing, when I'm talking about, like, artists, I'm talking about their music and not them as humans.
Right, well, that's why I'm like, I don't know if Chris Brown has that tattoo. I don't really care about his tattoos.
Yeah. But still, I'm not sure. I mean, I've heard songs that Justin Bieber sang that were alright, I guess. But I don't own any of his music. I'm not, like, when it comes on the radio, I'm not like,
music anyways.
turn it up.
Oh, see,
This is my jam. This is my jam, Justin Bieber songs?
Yeah, actually.
Oh, okay.
Jalapeno jam.
Sweet and spicy.
I am still crying. If you haven't, everybody go listen to the last 2 or 3 minutes of episode, what is it?
16?
16. It's just freaking funny. Okay?
Yeah. I think at that point we were, like, closed in a room staining stuff for a good hour and a half, 2 hours. Like, I was drinking, obviously. Jesse wasn't.
But I must have been, like, tired.
We were out of it. It was pretty funny.
We must have been hungry.
I know, because, like, we immediately went from, like, maybe we're not your jam to,
I
like,
jalapeno jam.
we need to make some sandwiches. It was pretty funny.
It's great. I seriously could have played it 100 times.
I know. It's pretty ridiculous. Like, I don't always listen to our edited podcast.
I was just going to say, I don't think I've listened to one you've edited.
Yeah, like, it's just that when you edit them, like, you hear them. So, yeah, I'll be sitting there, like, working on them and, like, start snickering about stuff, and Adam's just looking at me like, what? And I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm a psychopath. I'm laughing at my own podcast.
Well, and sometimes I wonder, too, I'm like, is this
funny, or are we just stupid?
Is it just Tab and I that think this is freaking hilarious, and everybody else like, what the hell is wrong with these
right
chicks?
now? Seriously. Who knows?
That is
Who
too funny.
knows?
Okay,
Yeah.
so I did end up going really neutral.
Oh, silver and brown.
And
And
white.
cream. Did you do white or cream? Cream.
Was white, I did.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
That's super cream.
Oh, this one's cream, I thought.
I don't know. It probably has like a thing on it. Vanilla. Boom. What does that one say? French vanilla.
I almost said acrylic paint.
It does say that.
Ivory is this one.
Oh, okay.
Which is that? I don't know. That.
Fair enough. It's ivory-ish. It's got that yellow tinge.
I don't like.
I thought I had a giant bottle of straight up white. That's why I was like, no, that's not white.
Oh.
It's not out, but I have one somewhere.
Well, I like that. I like that one.
I do too. It's just a little softer.
Yeah. I was going to do a color, and then I'm like, well, I just really don't know where these are
Gonna end up.
going in a new house, and...
Is this why all your stuff is neutral?
Well, no, I like the neutral look.
I thought you were just like, I don't know where I'm putting this yet, so I'm going to keep it neutral. And then pretty soon your entire house was neutral.
No. Well, I have a really, sick obsession with Fixer Upper.
Oh, yeah.
And
they're so cute.
Everything
I
she
just
does
love
is
them.
really neutral with, just pops of color here and there, you know?
Oh, yeah.
She does a lot of it's greens, so
Oh.
still, really natural looking.
Yeah, I love green.
Yeah, so I'm just,
And then
obsessed
between
with
my green and red situation, I'm like, am I just making the world Christmas
all the time.
365?
That could be, Tab.
I might subconsciously be doing that. I kind of like these with the color on the outside, the egg crate color.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but I don't think that they look as done.
That's the problem with these types of things. You gotta find the happy medium of, okay, what looks good just as is, and what are people gonna say you got lazy and didn't finish those?
Right. I don't want people to immediately look at them and be like, are those egg? I keep wanting to say crates, but eggs don't come in crates. They're egg cartons, right? Can you say egg crate?
An egg
I
crate
can
seems
say whatever
like
the
it's
hell I want,
you
right?
can, yeah. I feel like an egg crate is something else.
Oh, isn't egg crate the things you put on your mattresses?
I don't know.
You know those bumpy mattress foam things?
Oh, yeah.
I think that's what it is. But if that's the case, then I can call these crates too, right?
Yeah.
Because they're also... Maybe egg crate is when you have, like, a whole bunch of eggs. You get a whole crate of them.
That could be. Like all the fitness people, they go and buy like tons and tons
Or I
of
was just
eggs.
thinking, like, farmers when they collect
Oh.
and then take them to the stores, maybe.
I watch a lot of fitness people videos.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That just depresses me.
Really?
Yeah.
It kind of like gets me like fired up.
I'm just like, ugh, look at that girl's ass. Look at her abs. I'm never gonna have abs like that.
That's sad.
Is it? I don't think it matters, actually, if I have abs or not. Does my husband care? Do my kids care?
That's true.
Does it make me a better person?
Nope.
I don't think it matters.
That's
I mean,
very true.
this is like adult Tab talking.
That's a good outlook to have. On
Not
life.
like teenage Tab who was super insecure. I mean, I'm still insecure. I think we all are
Every woman
to
is.
some extent.
The
Thank
world
you
kinda
for...
does that to us.
Yeah. But I'm like, I try really hard to like make the conscious effort to like not, what is that, self-talk, you know?
Oh, right.
Like not put that in my brain.
Yeah. Love you for you.
Yeah, and the more you do that, the like more believable that is and the easier it becomes.
Yeah. Well, and the easier it becomes to love other people too, I think.
Oh yeah, I don't give I never look at one of my friends and I'm like, oh, like, you don't look cute in that or whatever. I'm just like happy to be with them.
Yeah.
And so I have to like tell myself, like, your friends aren't looking at you and saying, oh my God, I can't believe she's wearing that.
Right.
You know? And if they are, you should get new friends.
Yes. I know. My whole stance on the love